Code leak also points to a resizable virtual home button. We're now a months away from the unveiling of the iPhone 8, and thanks to a multitude of online leaks, we know pretty much all there is to know about the incoming flagship, the iPhone 8, tipped by some to arrive as the iPhone Edition or iPhone X, will be Apple's 10th anniversary smartphone and looks set to be the first to debut wireless charging tech, a curved AMOLED display and an unusual vertical dual rear-facing camera. If rumors are to be believed, the so-called Edition will launch alongside the less impressive iPhone 7s and 7s Plus. We've rounded up everything we know about the iPhone 8 so far and will update this article as soon as we hear more. Release date: iPhone 8 is likely to be announced in September 2017, marking 10 years since the firm launched its first smartphone. However, one report claims that it might not be available to buy until the fourth quarter, noting that the iPhone 8 may be available in limited quantity only. A note by analyst Timothy Arcuri from Cowen and Company has added weight to this and claims that production could be delayed due to issues with its Touch ID sensor. Another report suggests the iPhone 8 may not arrive until 2018. A research Deutsche Bank, picked up by Business Insider, claims the smartphone won't make it onto shelves this year due to supply chain issues and technical challenges. As if just to confuse matters more, DigiTimes is reporting that mass production of the iPhone 8 is on schedule and that the smartphone will see a release in October. Pricey: if it's anything like Apple's new MacBooks, next year's iPhone will be more expensive than this year's release, and some are claiming that the highest spec model will be the first iPhone to cost more than $1,000. A new report at Forbes claims that pricing could start at an eye-watering $1,100 to $1,200, with Apple to offer the handset in 128GB and 256GB configurations only. Rumored specs: 5.8 inches 2.5D OLED Edge-to Edge display, new design with an all-glass construction, 71 by 143 by 7.4mm, wireless charging support, Apple A11 chip, rear-facing Touch ID sensor, iOS 11 with improved Siri, P2P payments, face scanning technology, vertical dual cameras on rear, support for LTE speeds up to 450 megabits per second. Latest news: 10,817 developer Guillermo Rambo has found yet more tidbits of information in the HomePod's code. His latest find suggests that the iPhone 8 will be able to know when you're looking at it, and could mute notifications when you're gawping at the screen. Separately, developer Steve Troughton-Smith has discovered that the iPhone 8's virtual home button, developer Guillermo Rambo, is resizable and can be hidden at the user's command. 9,817 KGI Securities analyst Ming-Chi Kuo is back with more predictions, and this time is claiming that, while some rumors point to a launch in October, the iPhone 8 will be unveiled on time in September. His latest report, obtained by Apple Insider, says that the handset will be available in limited quantities though, with just 2 to 4 million handsets to be produced this quarter. Kuo also says that the iPhone will support fast charging through a Lightning to USB-C accessory, and notes that the iPhone 8 will be available in 3 colors: black, silver and gold. 8,817 A new image of the iPhone 8 below, which comes via the ever-reliable Evan Blass, shows the handset in what appears to be a third-party protective case from Urban Armor Gear. While the Spirit Level-esque bumper ain't all that exciting, it shows off the iPhone 8's almost completely bezel-less display, complete with an odd notch at the top to accommodate the earpiece, front-facing camera and sensors. 7,817 It's a big day for iPhone 8 leaks. Over on Chinese microblogging site Weibo, a shaky image depicts 3 separate models of the iPhone 8, one in black, one in white and another in a new champagne gold flavor, that's said to be closer in copper color-wise. The image doesn't give much else away, but does appear to confirm previous talk of a vertical dual camera setup and an all-new glass design. 7,817 Some more details about the iPhone 8's so-called Face ID feature have surfaced online, courtesy of a report from IHELPBR. It has discovered some code strings that suggest that the face unlocking functionality could work when the device is resting, or flat, which means users won't have to pick it up and gawp at it. 3,817 The iPhone 8's rumored Face ID feature could be used for more than unlocking the device. According to more code spotted in the HomePod's firmware, Apple plans to utilize the facial recognition technology for Apple Pay authentication, adding weight to the rumors that Touch ID could be dumped altogether. Separately, Apple could also introduce a new SmartCam scene selection features to the iPhone 8s camera that will be able to intelligently capture the best photos when shooting specific scenes like sunrises and fireworks. iOS 11 or the next iPhone will have something called SmartCam. It will tune camera settings based on the scene it detects. Pic.twitter.com 725ek Guillaume Rambo @_inside August 2, 2017 2817. During the firm's Q3 earnings call this week, Tim Cook appeared to debunk speculation that the iPhone 8 will be delayed. He said that, for the next quarter, Apple is expecting bumper revenues of between $49 billion, 52 billion, likely a sign that the firm's upcoming flagship will be released in September. 31,717 Apple appears to have accidentally confirmed the iPhone 8s Face ID unlocking functionality. Early software for its HomePod speaker, spotted by iOS developers Steve Troughton-Smith and Guillaume Rambo, reveals support for Face Unlock inside BiometriCit, all but confirming that iPhone 8 users will be able to unlock their device by gawping at it. I can confirm reports that HomePod's firmware reveals the existence of upcoming iPhone's infrared Face Unlock in BiometriCit and elsewhere. Pic.twitter.co Miles Gus 7 odds, Steve T.S. at Troughton-Smith July 31, 2017. The code also confirms that the iPhone 8 will feature an edge-to-edge screen, with no top bezel and no physical home button. 27,717. A new report from Mako Takara adds yet more weight to speculation that the iPhone 8 will be plagued by delays and shortages, and claims that it won't be released until the end of the year. The same report claims that Apple will not produce a white version of the iPhone 8, adding that color variation will be few. 26,717. In a note seen by Apple insider John Zhang from Rosenblatt Securities writes that full production of the iPhone 8 won't begin in earnest until the end of September. This, he claims, is due to Touch ID issues, with Apple working to iron out issues with the scanner before the smartphone launches. The report predicts that Apple will produce 25 million iPhone 8 units in September, and another 60 million in the holiday quarter. 24,717. A new leak courtesy of Forbes claims that the iPhone 8 will feature a significantly improved battery life. This will be due to a new L-shaped battery configuration that should deliver iPhone 7 Plus beating stamina, but in a significantly smaller chassis, it claims. The same report claims that pricing for the iPhone will start from $1,100 to $1,200, with Apple to offer the handset in 128GB and 256GB configurations. 21,717. JP Morgan Apple analyst Rod Hall has said that Apple's 10th anniversary will launch as the iPhone Pro, and said it will be available in limited quantities from September, debunking previous talk of delays. Hall claims that around 2 million handsets will be available from September, lower than his previous 9 million estimates. 19,717. There's yet more talk of the iPhone 8 arriving later than usual, with A Generation reporting that Apple will unveil the handset in October. Interestingly, he claims the firm plans to unveil a new iPhone 5 SE device at an event in August. Yet, we're advised to take this rumor with a pinch of salt. 17,717. Forbes claims to have revealed the final design of the iPhone 8, having received CAD files from case designer Nodus. The report claims that fears Apple would fall back on a less ambitious plan B are unfounded, and says that users can expect to find the long-rumored bezel-less design, 5.8 inches display and vertically aligned rear-facing camera. The images below also reveal that the iPhone 8's power button will be twice as big as that found on the iPhone 7, fueling speculation that Apple could copy Sony with Touch ID integrated into the Switch. 14,717. Apple might equip the iPhone 8 with a 3D laser system to make for better augmented reality AR functionality. So says Fast Company, which reports that the rear-facing laser will enable better depth detection for augmented reality apps, and a more accurate type of autofocus for photography. 12,717. A report at Fast Company claims Apple is in a flurry of panic as it works around the clock to fix software bugs plaguing the iPhone 8. According to the report, Apple is struggling with issues plaguing the phone's wireless charging support and its 3D sensor, which previous rumors have claimed will replace Touch ID on the 10th anniversary iPhone. If these issues are not ironed out, the report notes the iPhone 8 could face production and delivery delays. 10,717 According to John Gruber, the iPhone 8's wireless charging accessory may not be readily available when the handset launches later this year. This suggests that wireless charging won't be supported out of the box, and will instead require a separate, no doubt proprietary, accessory. I've heard that inductive charging will be sold separately, and might be late, waiting for iOS 11.1 portrait mode last year. https://d.com65 Dumkeesh John Gruber at Gruber July 8, 2017 A separate rumor, courtesy of Benjamin Geskin, claims the iPhone 8 will have a mirror-like finish above that will be available in 4 colors at launch. 5,717 Alleged retail packaging below for the iPhone 8 has surfaced online, courtesy of Weibo. It shows a dual-camera setup that's mounted vertically instead of a horizontal configuration that you saw on the iPhone 7 Plus, but seems to suggest that Apple will stick to an aluminium design. This is unlikely given the huge number of rumors pointing to a redesigned glass chassis, so we'd advise taking this rumor with a hefty pinch of salt. 4,717 Bloomberg has added weight to an analyst's predictions that the iPhone 8 could dump Touch ID and is reporting that Apple is testing an improved security system that will enable users to log in, authenticate payments and launch secure apps by scanning their face. This, the report claims, will be powered by a new 3D sensor that will allow it to scan a face and unlock the iPhone without a few hundred milliseconds, and looks set to replace the current Touch ID system. 3,717 It's a big day for iPhone leaks, as KGI analyst Ming-Chi Kuo has claimed in his latest report, seen by 9to5 Mac, that the 5.2 inches iPhone 8 might feature no Touch ID sensor. This seems odd to us, but Kuo claims that Apple likely faced technical issues which prevented it from equipping the upcoming iPhone with a screen-embedded Touch ID sensor. Instead, the iPhone 8's front-facing camera will enable face recognition, according to the report. 3,717 Another day, another leak, and this one appear to confirm the death of the home button. Benjamin Geskin has posted an image of a leaked screen bracket below, straight out of production HQ at Foxconn, which allegedly shows off the front of the iPhone 8. If legit, there won't be a home button on Apple's 10th anniversary iPhone, hinting, once again, that it could feature a display-embedded Touch ID sensor. iPhone 8 screen bracket frame Foxconn's picture pic.twitter.com IR06AORC5 Benjamin Geskin at Venyajskin 1 July 2, 2017 29,617 On the 10th anniversary of the original iPhone, a video below courtesy of Onyx and Tiger Mobiles has shown off the upcoming iPhone 8 from all angles. The handset, based on 3D CAD drawings, matches up to previous speculation with its glossy design, edge-to-edge screen and dual rear-facing cameras. It also doesn't feature a physical home button, hinting that the iPhone 8 might feature a screen-embedded Touch ID sensor. The video goes so far as to measure the handset, with the iPhone 8 mock-up measuring in at 71 by 143 by 7.4 mm. 26,617 OnLeaks has posted an image below of what appears to be an iPhone 8 dummy unit, showing off once again the phone's glossy design, edge-to-edge display and dual rear-facing cameras. With no Touch ID sensor on the back, the leak hints that the handset could pack an under-screen fingerprint sensor. Smirkpic.twitter.com 7rpvik with OnLeaks at OnLeaks June 23, 2017 22,617 A research note obtained by Apple Insider claims that Apple is still undecided on the fingerprint technology for the iPhone 8. The note from Cowen and Company's Timothy Arcuri said that the firm has 3 options: thinning the cover glass over a sensor area, creating a pinhole through the glass for an optical or ultrasonic sensor, or trying a film sensor integrated into the display, using either capacitive or infrared technology. Regardless of which method Apple chooses, Arcuri notes that there will probably be a 1 to 2 month delay on the iPhone 8. 216,179 to 5 Mac has obtained footage of an iPhone 8 dummy model below, which shows off the bezel-less model next to an iPhone 7 Plus. The dummy appears to be the same as that which has appeared in earlier leaks and confirms its full-screen design, vertical dual cameras and lack of front-facing Touch ID. 19,617 UK retailer Mobile Fun has, for some reason, started selling accessories for the iPhone 8. The Elixir iPhone 8 full-cover tempered glass screen protector below, priced at £24.99, appears to confirm that the iPhone 8 will feature a curved display, while the image above shows off the phone's bezel-less display and lack of physical home button, hinting at an under-display sensor fingerprint sensor. 15,617 Robert Huang, CEO of Wistron, one of the companies putting together the next iPhone, has confirmed that the iPhone 8 will be the first to come with wireless charging. Assembly process for the previous generations of iPhones have not changed much, though new features like waterproof and wireless charging now require some different testing, and waterproof function will alter the assembly process a bit, Huang said at a meeting reported on by the Nikkei Asian Review. 14,617 A research note seen by Barron's Bluefin Research Partners claims that production of the iPhone 8 or iPhone X is on schedule, with a limited launch planned for September. Our ongoing reads reinforce our earlier view that Apple will offer only minimal units of the iPhone X at launch with improved availability in October, it says, adding that 13 million handsets will be available in September. 13,617 The iPhone 8's front and back panels have allegedly surfaced online above, courtesy of a Reddit user citing a friend in the industry who sourced them from China. If legit, expect the iPhone 8 to sport a near bezel-less front and a back to be fully glass rather than the usual aluminium build. The leak also shows off the so-called iPhone 7s and 7s Plus, which also sport an all-glass design and built-in wireless charging support. 12,617 Bloomberg reports that Apple's upcoming iPhone 8 won't offer gigabit LTE speeds. According to the report, Apple is looking to both Qualcomm and Intel to supply cellular modems for the next-gen iPhone, but Intel's upcoming XMM 7480 will only support speeds of up to 450 megabits per second. Apple will, Bloomberg reports, hold back the capabilities of the Qualcomm-powered devices to match those of the Intel-powered devices. 7,617 News has got its mitts on the most realistic iPhone 8 render yet below, which points to a full-screen design with a cutout at the top for the speaker and front-facing camera. The same report points to an under-screen fingerprint scanner, baked-in wireless charging support and front-facing 3D dual-camera lens system to add support for facial and iris recognition. 8,617 A report at ET News claims Apple has ordered 80 million flexible OLED displays from Samsung in preparation for the launch of the iPhone 8. The report claims that while the handset won't offer a Galaxy S8-esque curved display, the screen will cover the entire front body of the device. 6,617 Apple announced iOS 11 below at WWDC on Monday, which gives us some clues about the upcoming iPhone 8. Apple's new Arcade developer tool, for example, hints that augmented reality will be a big focus of the new iPhone, while replacing the JPEG file format with HEIF hints that the iPhone 8 will pack a more powerful camera than the iPhone 7. Siri will also be smarter on the iPhone 8, with iOS 11 bringing more contextual awareness, which means it'll serve up content based on what you're doing. 5,617 A so-called Foxconn insider has taken to Reddit to spill some details about Apple's next iPhone, which they refer to as the iPhone X. The source claims the handset will be like an iPhone 7 with glass and without the authentic capacitive touch module, noting that it will instead feature a built-in retina scanner. The source also points to feature 3 GB RAM, wireless charging and like the iPhone 7 before it water-resistant. Next, older news code leak also points to a resizable virtual home button. Soon your right hand could be hacked to take its revenge for all that abuse. Boffin watched the 10th of August 2017 careless ISP costs 21,000 customers. The details communications. The 10th of August 2017 get your noise-cancelling headphones at the ready.